looking at the defense and schedule for the Jackson State Tigers, a lot of people, and rightfully so, are talking about the secondary. I do believe the secondary has potential to be the best starting four in the nation by the end of the year. I'm not talking about best starting four in the SWAC or FCS. They have potentially, if they can gel together, best starting four in college football. That's my opinion. But the key to their defense will not be the secondary. I love the secondary. I think, how did DJ say? It will be the NWO. I really do believe that. But last year, it was flipped. Last year, the pressure from James Houston, Keontae Hampton, and that thumper, loose cannon, 4-5, Aubrey Miller, gave the secondary little time to play. They were only given 2 to 3 seconds to cover. This year, without James Houston, depending on who steps up, it may be flipped. May have a lot of coverage sacks because no one's going to throw the ball on those edges. Nobody's going to throw the ball against Nugget or Hunter after about week 4. They'll try to get Shiloh in the one-on-one situations with the tight end. They'll leave Cam alone for a little bit. Just he'll get a bigger receiver on him. The one thing that Jackson State has to prove, and this will be the key to their defense, is that 4-5. He is, to me, without a shadow of a doubt, the unquestioned leader of that defense. If that young man, who has all, I mean all, of the talent, all of the ability, all of the 6'2", 2 1/4, pure muscle. He gets all of that, and he is allowed to learn how to cover in space. If he can cover in space, that means it's a wrap. The biggest problem last year, maybe it was scheme, but yeah, Keontae Hampton was the better cover linebacker, but Mr. Miller was the run stopper. And I'm once again looking at their schedule. You know who they get to play. With their FAMU is going to be run first until they figure out the quarterback situation. And the quarterbacks, you're not going to have McKay throwing the ball against against Nugget. Shout out to Warren Newman, though. Against Nugget and against Hunter and Shiloh if he's back. If not, the guys from Conference USA to come down here, and Cam. So it's going to be run heavy. Tennessee State is a run first team. Grambling got every running back in the portal to transfer down there. Valley, we know how they are. Grind, run, fight, claw. Alabama State, we don't know yet, but we think is a run first team. Bethune-Cookman is a run first team. Campbell is a run first team. Southern, we don't know. TSU, pass first. Alabama A&M, pass first. Alcorn, whatever it takes to get done. But those first 7 games are against run first teams. who like to play act. And if they run first and play act off of it, that middle of the field is going to be wide open. This is Aubrey Miller's year. This is his year to prove he can cover in space and read the defense at an NFL level. With the size, power, and speed this young man has, if he does that, you may not score 10 on Jackson State. Honestly. With the space eaters they have on their front line, Dennis Thurman being the excellent coach that he is, if this man can read the defense correctly, read the offensive line correctly, like the NFL prospect we think he is, Jackson State may not give up 10 points a game this year. And I just broke down exactly why. Because for one, they won't meet a team with an established quarterback, until 11:05 in Houston. So we got a bunch of young quarterbacks throwing against that secondary with that pressure. That'll be a fun one, Jackson State. It's Coach Simmons, and we're going to see if Mr. Miller makes an impact